Hey everyone, thanks so much for clicking on my first video. So in 2021, in the middle of the pandemic, early 2021, I decided to start collecting manga. And suffice it to say, I might have a little bit of a problem. As it stands now, I have three bookshelves packed to the gills of manga. The thing that is interesting is that I have read probably about 5 or 10% of the manga that I own. So today I thought it would be fun to go over the manga that I have and actually start a channel reviewing some of the manga that I have already viewed and some manga as I go through the course of reading it. Just to really join the community of people who love manga and anime and feel like there's some sense of joy and pride in my collection. So without further ado, let's get into my manga collection. I believe I have over 700 volumes in total, so this should be a fairly long video. So going over my collection to start, I'm going to start by showing you my Naruto collection that I just actually picked up. Volumes 1 through 44, and I picked those up on Mercari for about $68, so it's a really good deal. Some of them are in a little bit rough condition, like the first omnibus. The rest are in fairly used condition, but they're not too bad of a collection for what you paid for it. Next, we get into just bookshelf one, Chainsaw Man. I have not read any of Chainsaw Man yet. Looking forward to reading it. And remember, just throughout this video, let me know what you'd like me to read first, because I do want to read some of these really soon. Next, I have Demon Slayer, and I do have the complete uh, manga volumes of Demon Slayer. Next, we'll go to Dr. Stone, 1 through 21. 22 is coming soon. You'll probably see that in the first manga haul that we do for the channel at the end of August. Next to that, we have Platinum End. It is complete, volumes 1 through 14. It's a little different than Death Note, but it is a good story from the first volume that I've read. Next, we go down to the second shelf of the first bookcase, and we have the Visbig editions of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Next to that, we have Orange, Volume 1, 2, and Future. I have read the first part of Orange. I need to read 2 and Future again. It was pretty good. Next, we go into Claymore. I have not read Claymore yet, but I have complete 1 through 27. I heard the story is great. I have not read much of it at all at this point, so really looking forward to actually getting into that a little bit more. The only thing on this shelf so far that we got into was Demon Slayer that I've read fully. Next, we have Fire Punch, and we have volumes 1 through 8. I did read 1 or 2 volumes of Fire Punch. It's not really my style. I bought it because I really wanted to get into the author because of Chainsaw Man, and I'm going to give it a full, thorough read through eventually, and hopefully the story fully pans out. Next, we get into Fairy Tail, complete volumes 1 through 63. I think I've read up to about volume 24. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of text, so that's what's taking me a little while. Next, going down a little bit more, we have Pokemon Adventures, volume 1 through 10 of the Collector's Edition. A really good time. Death Note, the Black Edition, volume 1 through 6. Death Note short stories, and then another, which I did watch the anime, which really made me want to pick up the manga, so hopefully reminisce on the anime that I watched. Next, we have Inuyasha. I have the Visbig editions. One is not currently there, but I'm reading it now, so I have volumes 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 17. It's a good story so far. Next, we have Happiness, volumes 1 through 10. That is complete. Next to that, we have Burn the Witch, which is a Bleach shoot-off if anybody is interested in that series. When we go back up, we actually get to show off some of my figures. So we have like a tribute to Goku here, because we have SS4 Goku, we have SS4 Gogeta, and we have Goku at the end, I believe, from the Saiyan arc. Next to that, we have Gojo and a couple of Demon Slayer figures, as well as a Funko pop stuff of My Hero Academia. Speaking of My Hero, we have volumes 1 through 31, and we have a couple of the movie promos that they gave out from the newest movie. We also have volumes 1 through 12 of Sailor Moon. Next to that, we have Dragon Ball Super 1 through 15, picking up 16 very shortly. We also have That Time I Was Reincarnated as Yamcha, really funny story. And I haven't had a chance to read this yet, but Jocko, the Galactic Patrolman. Heard it was a good story, so I look forward to that as well. Next, we have Black Clover, volumes 1 through 29. Then we have Elfen Lied, or Laid, 1 through 4 of the Omnibus edition. And then one of the coolest things that I have is Cowboy Bebop Shooting Star. This is volume 2. But one thing that I noticed, and I think that is interesting, is it's possibly a misprint of the book, because there's a couple of blank pages, and on some of them you can actually see a little bit of, there's just a little bit of ink there, but it's not fully there. But a really cool pickup for $1. So I'm not too upset about the price, and it's a nice little one to have. So if anybody has volume 1, hit me up and I might pick it up from you. Really cool cover too. Next, we have Jujutsu Kaisen, volumes 0 through 16. It's complete as to now. Mashal, Magic and Might, or Muscles, my apologies. Read part of volume 1, really enjoyed it. So volumes 1 through 6 now. 7 will be picked up probably in the next manga haul that we see. Next, we have Fire Force 1 through 26, complete to where it is in the series currently. 1 through 9 of Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest. I have 1 through 9, 10 is in the mail. One Punch Man volumes 1 through 23. Really good story. I've not read that yet as well, so remind me to read your favorite manga series next that I have if you see it here. But next is the series that I feel like is very daunting to collect and read. That is One Piece. I got a really, really good deal, and one day I'll talk about the deal that I got there and how to kind of be very thrifty with your manga shopping. But I have 1 through 93 of the omnibus editions. I'm missing about 5, and I'm hoping they're reprinting those soon by the end of the year, hopefully. Next to that, I have the first box set of the Quintessential Quintemplates, waiting for the second one to come out before I fully read these. I heard it's a really good story, and I'm looking forward to reading that as well. Next, we move down to the last bookshelf that I have currently. A couple things to go over first. We have a Tanjiro Kamado Hinokami Kagura figure, glow in the dark. We have the box set for Akira, a couple Pokemon plushes, and you see a nod to my second passion, which is baseball, an Aaron Judge card, and a signed baseball from spring training. Starting off on this shelf, it's a little all over the place. I did just move recently, so next time we see a review of my manga collection, hopefully we will see a reorganized and more visually pleasing view of my books. Saint Young Men, I have volumes 1 through 6. You only see 1 through 2 here. I got them for a buy one get one 50% off sale, so thought I'd give it a chance. The story's supposed to be really good. I know it's like short story, not really a linear, you have to follow each book. I've heard it's good, but it's something that definitely I'm not rushing to read, but wanted to collect because I thought it would be good. Next, we have Berserk, the deluxe editions, volume 1 through 10. 11 is coming out soon, but I'm waiting for Amazon to come out with the price of about $29.99 to pick up those. That's where I really look to pick those up. I've read about to the middle of volume 2 of the omnibuses. It's a really good story, really dark. Obviously not for all ages, but a great story that a lot of people probably really enjoy. On the second shelf, I have Hellsings, volume 1 through 3 of the deluxe editions. Blame or Blom, volumes 1 through 6, that's complete. And Akira from the box set that you saw above, volumes 1 through 6, and the art book. On the shelf, I have my little nod to Junji Ito, a really good horror manga author. You have Gyo, Uzumaki, Tomi, Love Sickness, Remina, and all the great short story books that he has. I believe I'm only missing No Longer Human. I might be missing a couple more. I'm really only collecting the hardcover versions. Uh, Here's the rest of The Saint Young Men, Attack on Titan, Volume 1 through 6. 2 is currently being read. It's outside at the moment. And I have the almost complete, but will be complete in about a couple of weeks, the Full Metal Alchemist Complete Editions, the Full Metal Editions, my apology. Haven't read or watched it, so if this is something that you want to see reviewed or my reaction to, please just let me know, and I'm more than happy to start that after we get into our first little manga review on the channel. We have a lone copy of To Your Eternity, Volume 1, but above that we have Soul Eater Perfect Edition, that's Volume 1 through 7. I love Soul Eater, the anime, have still not read the manga, but I know it's something that I will enjoy, so I am waiting for them all to come out. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Volumes 1 through 4, Part 3. Want to read JoJo's, but saw a really good deal for $30 for these 3, so I picked them up. So I gotta wait for the other parts to come in, and then I'll start reviewing that. Volumes 1 through 5 for Vinland Saga. Again, got that on the buy one, get one 50% off sale on Barnes & Noble for the hardcovers. And Fist of the North Star. Volume 5 is coming soon. That is something I'm actively collecting. I believe I'm just going to call it the Viz Signature Editions. I don't know exactly what they're calling it. And finally, to the last little shelf of my bookcase, I have Volumes 1 through 5 of The Gray Man. I've heard really good things. I have not read it yet, though, so that's something you want me to give a chance. I can give you my first impressions from Volumes 1 through 5. I believe I picked them up for about $15. Please let me know if that's something you want me to actually review first. Komi Can't Communicate, I believe Volumes 1 through 19, yes. Probably can't see it, but I can. We have Shaman King, the Omnibus editions. Newest one is coming soon, but I have up until 24 currently. Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 1 through 12, 7 Deadly Sins, Omnibus, 20th Century Boys, and Akira Toriyama's manga theater to wrap up what I have in my collection so far. So as you can tell after going through all the books that I have a problem with choice. So what I need you all to do in the comments section is let me know what you would read first out of the collection that I have amassed over just a year and a half. There's a lot of good properties there, and I'm at a bit of a loss as to what to start reading first. I've tested the waters with a couple of series by reading the first book of each of them, had a really good time with a lot of them, but I don't know which one to specifically get into next. So by the time my Demon Slayer review is over, there will be a poll, or I'll be looking at the comment sections of my videos to see what you all would like to see me review next. Really excited to read Full Metal Alchemist, the Full Metal edition, since the newest one comes out, I believe in the middle of August. So that one is kind of a close first in my heart, but would love to see what you all would read first from my collection. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.